Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Fantastic Four. So, Fantastic Four stars Miles Teller, Kate Mara, Michael B. Jordan, and Jamie Bell. And what this film is about? It's about four kids. I guess you could say, well, not kids, you know what I mean, but they go on an aircraft sort of a thing, and they teleport onto this planet. And what happens is all these guys get powers. So, what did I think of Fantastic Four? Okay, this is the movie that the internet is ripping apart right now. They are tearing this thing apart. They are saying that this is one of the worst superhero films of all time. You know, they're just ripping this apart. Well, I'm here to tell you that they're overreacting. I think they are so overreacting. Now, is this a good movie? I will agree, this is not a good movie. But I will admit, it's not one of the worst superhero films I've ever seen. Rise of the Silver Surfer was worse than this. I'm being serious. But, yeah, this movie was just okay to me. I didn't think this was one of the worst superhero films ever created. Don't think I'm defending this movie and saying it's good. No, it's still not a good movie, but yeah. But I do have some positives with the film. And my positives are, I really liked everyone that played the Fantastic Four. I thought they were all really good. I thought Miles Teller was really good as Mr. Fantastic. He was good, really good in the movie. I really enjoyed him as Mr. Fantastic, I enjoyed Kate Mara as, Invisible Woman. She was really good. Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch. He was really cool. And Jamie Bell as the Thing. I really enjoyed him. I liked how they kind of moderated his voice with the Thing and not making it like a monster voice. They just moderated his voice a little bit. I liked that. I liked everybody that played the Fantastic Four. I thought the first act of this movie was really good. I actually really liked the first act of this movie. I was like, what's with the hate? This movie is really good so far. We'll get into more of that afterwards, but I really liked the first act. The first act was good. There's this one action scene where Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, he's in the forest, not going to say anything much, but I really liked that action scene, I thought that was really good, so yeah. And my final positive is that I liked the visuals with two things. How it came to looking for the Thing, and how it looked for the Human Torch. That's it. Those are the only visual effects I liked in the film, but I do have a lot of negatives with this film, however, and we're going to get into them, and my negatives are Act 2 and Act 3, man. Act 2, once they get their powers, this movie becomes boring. It really does. I was sitting there bored out of my mind in the theater. I was really bored during the second act because, it was just boring. Nothing was happening during the second act. And then the third act, look, I'm not even kidding you, the third act felt like it was written by Uwe Boll. I'm not kidding you. It was written by Uwe Boll and Michael Bay. That's what it felt like the third act was. That third act was so sloppy and messy and just was like, oh, we gotta finish the movie. That third act was so sloppy. One of the worst third acts I've ever seen in a movie. It's almost worse than Chappie's third act. I'm not kidding. The rest of the acting was fine. It wasn't all that great, but it was fine. The writing's not good. Like, they try to do humor in this movie. I'm just not laughing at the humor. It doesn't work. There's a really cheesy line towards the end. I just did not like it. I thought the directing was not good. The directing was just not good with this movie. Josh Trank directs this film, and we can't fully blame Josh Trank because the studio did really bully Josh Trank on set. I do believe that after seeing this movie, it seemed like they had to do a lot of reshoots and a lot of, just a bunch of reshoots. But there were some things that said that Josh Trank did show up drunk and high and destroying the set, so yeah. But, like I said, we can blame it both on the director and the studio on this one, so yeah. I thought Victor Von Doom was horrendous as a villain. One of the worst villains I've seen in a very long time. Now, yeah, oh my goodness. Now, guys, Doctor Doom was better represented in the first two Fantastic Four movies. I am not joking you when I say that this is one of the worst on-screen villains I have ever seen in my life. This Doctor Doom looks like if Ermac from Mortal Kombat met the Mummy. I'm not kidding you. And Toby Kebbell, my boy Toby Kebbell, man. Toby Kebbell, he gave the second best supporting actor role of last year as Koba in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Now he gives one of the worst performances of this year. He's horrible as Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom's just a horrible villain. Like he just shows up and he's like, now we want to take over the world. It's so dumb and so, dumb written. What? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Fantastic Four. It's not a good movie, but I will admit it's not one of the worst superhero films I've ever seen. It's not one of the worst movies of this year. There have been way worse movies than this. I'm being completely honest. Poltergeist was worse. Black Hat was worse. Seventh Son was worse. You know what? Terminator Genisys was worse. Yeah, I said it. Mordecai was worse. The Gunman was worse. Taken 3 was worse. Outcast was worse. Unfinished Business was worse. Hot Pursuit was worse. Pixels was worse. Mall Cop 2 was worse. The Loft was worse. And The Human Centipede 3, well, no doubt, was worse. So, there's been worse movies this year. And I felt like this wasn't one of the worst movies of this year. But it still wasn't a good movie. So, yeah. So, it's time for my official grade on Fantastic Four. And my official grade on Fantastic Four is a C-. This is an okay movie. I didn't think it was that horrendously bad. But, like I said, it's still not a good movie. I don't really want to see a sequel to this. So, yeah. So what did you guys think of Fantastic Four? Leave in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you all later. And sorry for no videos these past few days. I apologize for that. So yeah, peace.